Okay, so we're really getting into it this time. We're diving deep into New Spring by Robert Jordan,
The prequel to The Wheel of Time.
the one and only. And it's huge, by the way. Like, seriously epic fantasy world building.
I'm intrigued, but I have to admit I'm not as familiar with this one as I am with the main series.
Don't worry, we'll catch you up. But listen, we're not just here for a plain old summary. We're going deep, deep into the nitty-gritty of the Aes Sedai.
Ah, the Aes Sedai. Now those are some seriously interesting figures, right?
They're like the ultimate power players in this world. They can channel this incredible magic, but, and here's the catch, they're shrouded in mystery.
More secretive than a vault full of ancient prophecies.
Exactly. And looming over everything is this prophecy of the dragon reborn. This like messianic figure who's supposed to either save the world or break it. Talk about pressure.
The weight of the world on their shoulders, eh?
Seriously. But here's the thing that gets me. Even the mention of the dragon reborn sends this tremor through the White Tower, their headquarters.
Sounds like they know something we don't.
Right. Like they're holding their breath, waiting for something big to happen.
It makes you wonder, are they shaping events from the shadows?
Playing chess with fate? Possibly. And in the middle of all of this, we meet Moiraine and Siwan.
These two young women who are training to become Aes Sedai, right?
Yeah. They're incredibly gifted, but talk about being thrown into the deep end.
Becoming an Aes Sedai is no walk in the park. It's a trial by fire, from what I've heard.
More like being forged in a volcano. They have to go through these crazy intense tests. Their physical and mental limits are pushed to the max.
It makes you realize being an Aes Sedai is more than just, waving your hand and making magic happen.
It's about discipline, control, mastering not just the power itself, but also...
the intricate dance of politics.
Oh yeah, big time. And then there's this whole mystery surrounding a boy child.
Now that piques my interest. Go on.
The Amerlin seat, their leader, she gives Moiraine and Sion this task. Document women who've just given birth. But come on, you and I both know there's more to it than that.
It's all connected to the Dragon Reborn prophecy, isn't it? Why all the secrecy? What are they hiding?
Maybe they're afraid of spooking the kid. Can you imagine? Finding out you're basically the chosen one because some powerful magic users were snooping around your birth certificate.
I wouldn't want to be in that position, that's for sure.
And speaking of spooky, enter the Black Aja.
The stuff of nightmares. A secret society within the Aes Sedai. Talk about enemies within.
It's terrifying. They operate in the shadows, undetected. Makes you question everything. If the Aes Sedai, these women sworn to protect the world, can be corrupted.
Then who can you trust? It's a question that haunts you, isn't it?
Absolutely. And just when you think things can't get any more intense, the Amerlin seat dies.
Dies. Just like that.
Out of the blue. Was it natural causes? Or was there something more nefarious at play? Talk about a cliffhanger.
It's like someone just hit the reset button on their whole world. And right when they're trying to process this loss, we're introduced to Lan Mandragoran.
Oh yeah, Lan. Brooding, stoic warrior. Talk about your lone wolf types.
He's carrying a lot of baggage, though. His entire kingdom, Malkir, gone. Fallen to the blight.
Right. And he still holds on to this sense of duty, even though his kingdom is just gone.
He's bound by honor and tradition.
Yep.
You can tell he's haunted by what happened to his people.
It adds this whole other layer to his character, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like, there's this sadness underneath that gruff exterior, and then he crosses paths with Moiraine.
Talk about a clash of personalities.
Like fire and ice.
Moiraine, she's ambitious, she's used to getting what she wants, and Lan, well, he's not easily swayed.
It makes you wonder how they're going to work together, They're complete opposites.
And to make matters even more complicated, we have Lady Eden making her grand entrance.
Oh man, talk about a power move. She just shows up and claims Lan for her own purposes. Like, he's mine now.
It just goes to show you, there are always these hidden agendas at play.
Definitely. And just when you think you're starting to get a handle on things, bam! The Black Aja makes their move.
And it's not subtle.
Not at all. They're not messing around. They attack the Aes Palace, for crying out loud. Talk about going right for the heart of Aes Sedai power.
They wanted to make a statement. And they almost got away with it, too.
If it wasn't for Moiraine and Lan and their companions, Izel wouldn't have stood a chance.
It sends chills down your spine, doesn't it? Thinking about how close they came to succeeding.
It makes you wonder, how deep does their influence go?
That's the question, isn't it? And what are they willing to do to achieve their goals?
It's like they're everywhere and nowhere at the same time.
That's what makes them so dangerous.
And don't even get me started on the whole using the one power for evil thing.
Right. It's one thing to be power-hungry, it's another to wield that kind of magic for darkness.
It's like they've crossed a line and there's no going back.
And speaking of crossing lines, we have to talk about Marion. Oh man, Moiraine Lan.
To think all that time she was one of them.
Hiding in plain sight.
It makes you question everything you thought you knew, doesn't it?
For sure. But you know what really gets me? She knew.
You what?
She knew the Dragon Reborn was already out there.
Wait, are you serious? She knew the dragon had been reborn.
Yeah, isn't that wild?
But if they know the dragon reborn is already alive, why are they still...
Eliminating every possible candidate.
Exactly.
I guess they don't know exactly when the Dragon Reborn was born, just that it already happened.
You're playing a desperate game then.
More like a frantic scramble in the dark, if you ask me.
Trying to control the uncontrollable.
It's kind of terrifying when you think about it.
For sure. And it makes their actions seem almost desperate.
Like they're afraid of what they don't understand.
Exactly.
And through all of this, Moiraine's picking up on this pattern, this like luck that just seems to follow certain people around, especially Lan.
That's an interesting thought. Is it luck, though? Or something else?
Fate. Destiny. Are we going there? Maybe. Could it be the Dragon Reborn's influence, subtly at work even before he fully comes into his power?
Whoa. Okay. Now that's a thought.
It's a bit of a mind bender, right?
Totally. But while we're bending our minds, can we talk about that final scene between Moiraine and Lan? You know, and she asks him to be her warder?
Their connection is something else.
Deeper than deep. For those who don't know, being a warder isn't just some casual thing.
It's a bond that runs soul deep, a connection that transcends the physical world.
Talk about commitment. So there we have it. We've journeyed through New Spring, we've peeked behind the curtain of the Aes Sedai, and we've stared down the looming threat of the Black Asia.
We've seen the allure of power, the seduction of darkness, and the weight of destiny.
And through it all, we've witnessed the strength of human connection and the enduring power of hope.
New Spring reminds us that even in the face of darkness, there's always the possibility for renewal, for growth, for the beginning of something extraordinary.
Something that could change the world forever. And as the wheel of time keeps turning, one thing's for sure, the story's far from over.